What's up, guys? Today's video is going to be a comparison video between the Vexilar FL-8 and the Humminbird Helix 5. Stay tuned, going to be a good one. Alright guys, but before we get into today's video, I just want to say a couple things. If you're brand new to the channel, feel free to drop down and hit that subscribe button. It really help me out. I need about 140 more subs before I hit that 1,000 mark. And when we do hit that 1,000 mark, we're going to have a giveaway. So do me a favor, smash that sub button and the notification bell so you don't miss anything. Alright guys, so before we get into this video, I just want to kind of talk about these units before we turn them on. The Veksler is a very simple unit. It's one of the first ice transducers that was really created for ice fishing, and everything about it's designed strictly for ice fishing. Great unit, portable, simple to use, and it's a really stellar piece of electronics that really amps up your ice fishing game. This unit retails for $279, and it's a great little bargain. I mean, if you're trying to amp up your ice fishing game, I would highly recommend the FL-8. Very basic unit, but I mean, it works well. Got the gain and the power and the interference rejection there. So very, very nice little unit, very simple, basic. It even has great portability to it. It came in this little blue pack. You can buy it in a different case, but when I bought it at Shields, it just came in this pack. This unit retails for $279, and it's just your basic ice flasher. Now, we're going to move over to the Humminbird unit. Very similar case. It's got your battery back there. This is the Humminbird case. It's the portable pack case for like 170 bucks. And you just mount your actual unit to it. It comes with a transducer, and you just got to assemble the little carry case here. This will fit in a 5-gallon bucket. So if you're a fisherman that uses a bunch of 5-gallon buckets like every other ice fisherman, very, very nice little unit, very portable, and it works great. I mean, if anybody, or if any one of you have ever used a Humminbird unit, it's got all the bells and whistles. A little more complicated than your simple unit, but works great, very nice, and I love it. So let's turn these bad boys on. Alrighty, so once again, we're going to start with the Veksler. Alright guys, we're going to start with this Veksler here. Pretty simple. Your on-off button is right here. You got 1, 2, and 4 for this side. Sorry, the screen might be flashing at you, but it is what it is. Pretty simple. It's got this, the dial's got this hum. It can be kind of annoying, but it's not too bad. 1, 2, and 4 are your depth markers on the dial. And that's shallow 1, 2, 4, and then on the right side is deep 1, 2, 4. And that just allows you to fish much deeper water. I think it goes to 120 feet, so that's pretty cool. There is no zoom feature on this unit. Once again, it's just your basic Vexilar FL-8. It's got the mag shield on it, which helps keep snow and water out, which is kind of nice, and your gain. So very simple unit, on off. That's how that one works. Alrighty guys, let's get on into the Humminbird unit. Just put your power on right there, and she takes a second to warm up, but once she gets warmed up, it's pretty simple. You got to kind of go through the menu system here. Once it flashes Helix 5, you got to press your menu button and go to normal. Otherwise, it'll go into simulator mode because Humminbird doesn't read its own transducer, and that's really ridiculous. Exit, and then it goes right into your sonar view. Let's see, that's some interference right there, but that's actually ice. 23.8 feet deep. Wow, that's pretty deep right there. We're just going to kind of scroll through these views. The nice thing about the Humminbird unit is that you can scroll through the views, and you can kind of pick and choose which one you want. You can even do your flasher, which is pretty nice if you're a flasher kind of fisherman or whatever. And then you can go through your sonar. Too bad you cannot use down imaging on this transducer. This is just your regular X920, I believe. So and you got your map right here too, which is pretty cool. The view that I use the most is the sonar with the zoom feature. You can go up to 8, which is pretty cool. And you can zoom in right towards the bottom. Once we start fishing, I'll kind of show you guys how that looks. Very cool little unit. But I just kind of wanted to scroll through some of the features of this unit here. Very complicated unit, actually. If you don't know really what you're doing, it can be a pain in the ass to set up. But once you do set it up, it works really well. So you can actually choose your your different frequencies. You can go switch fire. I mean, this is a very complicated unit compared to the Veksler, and that's on off. This is much more complicated. You can even choose your transducer. I have generic 50 by 200 kilohertz. It seems to work the best, so that's what I use. But yeah, let's get fishing, boys, and I'll show you kind of what these units do differently. Alright guys, so I just turned the Veksler on, and I don't know if you guys can see this. If you can, I'll edit it or whatever, but there's my jig going down all the way to the bottom. There's a little red line there at about 13 feet where the bottom is. And you can see your jig pretty well. It's going to be a green and yellow mark with about... And we're just going to sit there and give her a go. And you can see it pretty well. I mean, it's extremely real time. There's no lag to it at all. Just a great little unit. There's a fish right there. Coming up to it. About to bang it. About to bang it. Come on, fishy. Come on, fishy. And you can see him come right up to the jig. Come on, boyo. Come on, man. Okay, guys, so the rest of this video is going to mainly be on the Humminbird unit. If you want to watch Veksler unit work, there's a couple different videos on YouTube. But that's a pretty simple unit. It's just your regular flasher. This video is going to demonstrate the difference between the Humminbird and the Veksler. The biggest difference is the ability to see the separation on the bottom. The Vexilar FL-8 really doesn't have a zoom feature, and the Humminbird has a ×8 zoom. So that really plays a big role in your ability to see what's going on down there and identify how it's happening. This is in real-time view, jigging up and down right now, and when we see a fish come in, it's going to be a giant blob on the screen, and it's just going to come in hot. And that's the biggest difference between this unit and the Veksler. It's only on ×4 right now. I can actually back it up ×2, or I can go down to ×8, and that's going to bring it right to the bottom. And so that's ×8 right there. And the ability to see the separation on the bottom, if you're fishing like a weed line or whatever, you can get pretty exact on top of those weeds or on the bottom. And even when a fish comes up and sees your lure, you can identify what the fish is doing as it approaches your actual lure. So it's a really big difference when it comes to ice fishing, and it gives you the ability to really hone in on that fish that's trying to attack your lure. I'm going to turn this sensitivity down to 5.4. Yeah, that's better. I'm going to turn it up to 5. Just to kind of barely read that jig, and so when a fish does come in, it's going to mark a pretty big mark. Let's see if we can get one for, yeah, I'm going to turn this heater down. And so as you guys can see, it's very detailed right there on the bottom. Trying to get a fish for you. Let's see if we can't get one to come up off. Yep, there's a fish right there. See how it marks? Yeah, there's a couple fish down there. And you can really identify what's going on there. Come on, one of you guys eat this freaking lure. I'm going to change jigs because this one is just a little too big, I do believe. Just changed lures here. We're dropping it down. As you can kind of see there, the Sonar's picking it up. We're on ×8, so it's right on the bottom there. And you can see it drop in. And so once we drop in, we're going to look for fish. As you guys can tell, that's an obvious lure just chilling there. And once a fish comes in, it's going to be a big blob. And it's pretty obvious what a fish looks like on a sonar unit. So once they come in, it's pretty obvious. And it really gives you great definition and clarity. See, there's a fish right there on the bottom coming up for it. Coming up. He's coming up. Come on, Fitchy. I know you want it. I know you want it. I know you want it. You want it. You want it. Oh, you really want it. Come and get it tonight, today, not tomorrow. And it just, yeah, the ability of this unit to just clarify what's going on, and using that 2D sonar screen is really an improvement on the whole fishing experience. Come on, let's see if we can't get one for you guys. Want to get one for you? Oh, we'll get one here in a minute. Just got to play her by ear. The ability of this sonar to just amp up your whole ice fishing game is an amazing deal. And you can actually take this unit and throw it back onto your boat. So that's a really cool deal that I really enjoy about this unit, is that it's very versatile. Whereas the Veksler units are really only designed for ice fishing and any other flasher. That's kind of a bummer too. And with this unit, you can actually dim it. And you're going to get your best battery life when you do dim it. I'm going to go over a few more pros of this unit. With the ability of this unit, you can actually cycle through onto your map. So you can see, I'm in Billings, Montana right now, and you can zoom out, and you actually get your real-time sonar on the left-hand side there. As you guys can see, there's Montana, Saskatchewan, there's America for you. So, I mean, anywhere really you are, it's going to be great detail. You can even zoom in to your actual lake and see where you're at, which is pretty cool. There's your flasher for you, standard. There we go. We're back on the unit. Just another pretty cool feature of the unit. Oh, there's a fish. Come on, buddy. Smash it. He's on it. Come on. He's on it. What do these fishes not want when I'm throwing at them? Oh, there's a fish came in high. He's coming for it. He's coming for it. Come on. Eat it. Eat the damn thing. He bit it. He bit it. Coming back down for him. He's still there. He's still there. And you can really tell the difference between bottom fish and bottom vegetation, because this unit gives you that clarification. Whereas on the Veksler, when you're fishing, 12 to 20 feet deep, it's hard to really clarify what's going on the bottom. If it's a tree, if it's a bush or whatever. With this unit, you can clearly identify if it's a fish or not. Or if there's veggies down there, there'll be a little green line. If there's a tree branch or a bush down there, you can actually see the vegetation. So that's pretty cool. And the thing about this unit, see, there's a fish right on the bottom there. Right on the bottom. Coming up for it. Coming up for it. Come on, bite it. Bite it. He's on it. Let's go. Come on. Come on, dude. Does he want to come up for it? God, he's going away now. Come on. These fish are, I don't know. See, and now he's gone. Now that fish is completely gone out of the sonar. So that's just an example of what this unit can do. You're really going to see detailed information, especially on the bottom. And for anybody who's fishing really any depth of water, you need that zoom feature to really identify what's going on. See, right there, there's a fish. On a Veksler unit, it would just blink. You're not quite sure what it is, or what that is, if it's a tree or a branch. See, and this fish is on it. He's on my lure right now. Come on. He's on the jig. He's looking at it, and then he went away. And see, that sharp mark right there, you can really, that's just an amazing deal right there. Really puts the fisherman right into the action, which is what we're all looking for, and that's the biggest difference between this unit. He's on it. Come on. He's on it. There's two fish there. There's two fish. Wow. And see, that's amazing. You can clearly identify the fish, what they're doing and how they're doing it. Come on. There's two of them there. There's two fish there. Come on. Wow, this is really embarrassing, guys. I don't understand what's going on here. Usually, I don't know what that's, a trout or a bass or a freaking tiger muskie. These fish usually just bite. It's a nice day. Come on, he's coming up for it. He's coming up for it. Come on, he's on it. He's on my freaking lure. You know, and when you raise it up an inch, it actually comes up on the screen. And you can, oh my goodness, I want to catch these fish. Come on, we got to get one. We got to get one. Craziness, dude. How are they not biting this? They're right on it. Those fish are all over this lure. See those bumps on the bottom? On a Veksler, you really probably wouldn't be able to tell what that is on your Veksler. You could probably see that it's a fish maybe, or a bump, but you really couldn't identify and tell without this 2D, without the 2D sonar. It's hard to really identify what's going on down there. This is the most finicky bite I've ever experienced. This is unbelievable. What is going on here? What is this fish doing? I've got no idea. He's on my freaking lure. Wow, I cannot get this fish to turn. There, come on. Come on, what is this fish doing? It's a decent mark. Wow. I've got no idea. This is unbelievable. How is this fish? What in the heck is going on? Is this a carp or something? Wow. If this fish doesn't hit it in the next, like, 10 seconds, I'm switching to artificial. I don't have much time left. Jeez. Because that is unacceptable. Let's see if this will do the trick. Little gulp minnow head. Come on. This has got to work. There's a fish down there. He's down there. Come on. He's down there. He's down there. This is going to change his mind. There's two of them. Clearly two fish down there. I'm just going to put this pole down and let her... These fish are just not having any of it. See? Come on up. Come on up, fish. If I can get this fish up off the bottom, he'll come and attack this lure. Come on. He wants to. He wants it. There's one. About dang time. Just a little perch. Just, and that's the reason these fish aren't biting, because they're itty bitty fish. Come on, bud. There he is for you. But yeah, that's just a little... Let him go back in the hole. Just a little demonstration, little video of what this unit is capable of. Alright guys, that's going to be the end of it there. Cut that one little perch. I just wanted to show you kind of the slight differences in those two units. The Veksler is a very, very basic unit. It's going to get the job done for you. But that Humminbird unit, man, I'll tell you, it's an upgrade. Really gives you that separation that we're all looking for. Hope this audio is not that bad. But yeah, beautiful day out here in Montana. Probably going to stay in the hut for another 15-20 minutes or so and finish out the night. If you guys like this video, please subscribe. Throw a like down there and a comment, please, to keep these videos going and different reviews. If you guys want to see a review of the hut or the auger, just comment below and we'll get it done for you. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Have a great night.